Sometimes I get up, I wake up throughout the night, so I just get up and walk out to the ice box and just get some cold water and just bust out laughing because that was something I couldn't do.
My name is Ronald Kenneth Thomas-Bey. I spent a total of 42 years inside of Maryland's penal system. I was released on April 20th of last year, and I'm still taking it in as I go. I came upon this statement called the America's Creed. And the America's Creed said the law protects those who are vigilant over their rights, not those who sleep over them. And you have no right except the right that you can assert, and you'll assert no right except the right that you know, and you'll know no right unless you are deprived of that right. So I was moved by that.
When I first arrived inside of the correctional setting, I knew that I had been convicted of a crime, but I didn't agree with the methods and the way in which the state prosecuted me. So I was determined to unravel the weave that had been woven around me. And it took a long time, but I did.
I walked into the library at the penitentiary, and I asked the law clerk, I said, I want to fight my case, although I used some profanity at the time because I was just a hot, pissed off young man. And I said, they didn't convict me right, and I'm going to fight this blank until the last breath in my body. And he looked at me, because he was an old man. He said, oh yeah? I said, yeah. He said, well, you got the attitude, that's a good start. He said, what do you have planned for the rest of this morning? I said, I'm gonna do whatever I can to start this journey. He said, good. So he walked over to the shelf, grabbed a journal, opened up to the index. He said, start at this page and read everything in this book. I said, man, that's a lot of pages. He said, how much time you got? I said, right now I got life in 115. He said, you got time to read. Begin. He turned around, and I started reading. So I tried to put together a little plan for my transition, and I called it an action transition plan. And I executed it, step by step by step.
There's a total of 21 things in here that I had set for myself as worthy goals to achieve. And out of these 21, I've done 16 of the desired items.
I started trying to identify what resources would be available on the state level, such as food stamps, housing, possible employment and or training. And I really believe that most of the people who put their name towards these efforts have good intentions, but I learned that they're extremely overworked and severely underpaid.
The very first thing that I did is I spent 3 days in prayer, fasting, praying, meditating. I didn't talk to anybody except to God. And after I did that, I came out into the world and I called my family, and then I called my lawyer and expressed my appreciation for the level of support that I had gotten from them. And then I started, I looked at my list, I pulled it out and said, let me see what I can get done first. And that's where I began. You always wait, you're always hoping, but until the exact moment of it occurs, and it's the anticipation is mouth-watering. I aspire to become a top-tiered criminal defense attorney. But first, I got to get into law school, and then after I get in law school, I got to pass. I got to matriculate, as they say, and I have to convince these people that I'm fit to practice. There's no getting around the fact that I made mistakes in my life, But I'm not where I was. I'm where I am and where I intend to go. So my character, though it has been blemished, it has been cleansed by years and years of effort to become what I'm supposed to be, a man of moral turpitude. It should have been a long time ago, but I just was too silly to understand that. But the cold slap of incarceration will definitely wake you up if you're paying attention. It's one of my study tools. I'm a Pandora listener. So before I got out, I had started devoting a month of my check to buy information to help kind of open my eyes to the effort that was going to be necessary for myself. I have an obligation to myself, to my family, to my friends, to help protect those who don't know how to protect themselves. I have an obligation to the society from which I came. I think that I got a shot. It's a long one, but I'm used to scaling mountains and doing things that people consider impossible.